Thank you, Randy Weingarten. Thank you for being a grizzly for public education. Can we give Randy and AFT a round of applause? Do we have anybody here from Delaware? And a huge cheer rises from the crowd. Well, I'll tell you that we may be one of the smallest states in the country, but the voices I have heard of Delawareans have been overwhelming. Did you get a chance to watch the confirmation hearing for the nominee to be Secretary of Education? Yeah. Were you impressed with how she did? Did you notice that when asked about growth and proficiency, she showed neither? You know, lots of folks have talked about access and accountability in American education. And what I gleaned about her record was that Ms. Devos spent millions of dollars in Michigan, turning it into a failed experiment where she guaranteed access to taxpayer dollars for charters and vouchers and accountability for neither. I'd like to ask you before I turn to some words from Delawareans, if you would just help me give a grade to how Betsy Devos did on her confirmation hearing. Do you think that she got an A? No. Do you think that she got maybe a B? No. Perhaps somehow a C? No. Are you hoping maybe somehow she scraped out a D? No. Or do you think after watching her testify she deserves an F? Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen such an unqualified nominee to serve as Secretary of Education. No parent would want an unqualified teacher in their kid's classroom. No parent would want an unqualified principal running their kid's school. No parent would want a superintendent utterly ignorant about public education leading their kid's district. Why on earth would we confirm a Secretary of Education who knows nothing, has no idea about the IDEA, has shown neither growth nor proficiency, has only allowed access to the wealthy, and is intent on defunding and destroying our public schools? Why on earth would we do this? I say we will not. So you may ask whether it makes any difference. You may ask if it makes any difference that you come here to Washington, that you march and rally, that you send in phone calls and letters. And from my little state of 900,000 people, I've gotten 450 phone calls, 2,200 letters, and just yesterday, 800 signatures on a petition to my office in Wilmington, Delaware. And these letters are full of passionate, personal, well-grounded pleas from career educators, from students, from teachers, and from parents who are begging us to find one more Republican vote to stop Betsy Devos tomorrow. I'll just tell you two quick stories, and then let me yield to my friend from Hawaii. One teacher who spent her entire life in our public schools shares that she is literally personally terrified about the consequences for her students and her school. And she asks, why would we let our billionaire president take a billionaire buddy and hand her the keys to our public schools and say, let's make students into pawns in a business for profit for the private sector? She asks me to vote no. And I'll tell you that from Jennifer at Reading Middle School, her response when she watched, as you did, the confirmation hearing for Betsy Devos, her first thought was, simply put, our students deserve better than her. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you to all the teachers and parents who've written me from Delaware. Thank you to everyone who's made sure that after I've reviewed her record, her hearing, and the input from my state, I'm not just voting no tomorrow, I'm voting no way. So folks, as we rally, as we speak, as we pray, as we reflect, as we write, as we call, as we work, let's hope, let's work, let's speak, let's rally until we get one more Republican to realize that an unqualified Secretary of Education is a risk we can't take. Thank you for being out here. Thank you for everything you're doing to save American education.